D-Lo 404 Boxing. Alright, so now I got so-called professional fighters, bare knuckle fighters, asking me, what have I done in the sport of boxing? That ain't got jack shit to do with what happened to Dillian Whyte. Alright, so back on Dillian Whyte. Now we got people running around saying, well, you know, Dillian Whyte really didn't have to fight Alexander Povetkin. You got to take your hat off to him. You know, Dillian wants the tough challenges. He goes after the tough challenges, and you know, he just got caught with a lucky shot. I said, damn, that sounds a whole lot like AJ's punch from the gods. You know, the crazy thing about this whole let's give Dillian Whyte credit thing, Dillian Whyte's a prize fighter. Dillian Whyte took a fight with Alexander Povetkin because A, it's another payday. B, it puts him, if he wins, it put him in a more favorable position going into a fight with the winner of Wilder and Fury. Okay? But that said, he didn't win the fight. Okay? But let's not act like Alexander Povetkin wasn't another hand-picked opponent for Dillian Whyte, like Rivas was, like Marius Watt was, like Chisora was. You know, this is a guy that they put before Dillian and said, hey, Dillian, you want to fight this guy? And of course, after looking at Povetkin get dropped by Price, after looking at him struggle mightily with Michael Hunter, and in my opinion, getting a favorable decision in the fight being a draw when he should have lost that fight. Why would Dillian Whyte not take that fight if he sees himself as a top 3 or 4 heavyweight? Of course he wants that fight against 41-year-old Alexander Povetkin. You know, we've seen what happened to Alexander Povetkin in the AJ fight. You know, we saw Povetkin barely eke out a draw against against Hunter. And we saw him get dropped but come back to knock out Price. Okay? Just so happened that Dillian Whyte didn't think the same thing that happened to Price would happen to him. But it did. But let's not act like Dillian Whyte is someone who needs to be put on a pedestal because he took a fight he didn't have to take. Dillian Whyte has taken a lot of fights he didn't have to take. And basically he circumvented what the WBC ordered him to do to be in position to fight for their title a while ago. Dillian fought the guys he wanted to fight. They were all fights he didn't have to fight. They were all fights he didn't have to fight to get to where he was trying to go. Dillian had a straight path in front of him to get to what he wanted. But Dillian went around the corner, down the block, cross town, to the next town over, and then back. And still wasn't where he was trying to get to. So, all of this stuff that, you know, people want to... I don't know why there's so much sympathy for Dillian Whyte. I don't know if it's this 600 days campaign or what you guys really believe that nonsense and just kept on, just won't let it go. This woe is me tale with Dillian Whyte is a whole fabricated concoction of nonsense that him and his team put together. The reality is, if you want to talk about Dillian Whyte not getting his title shot, remember, Dillian Whyte had a shot at all 3 of AJ's titles before Big Baby Miller came in the picture to get the shot. Before Andy Ruiz, Dillian Whyte turned that shot down. If you want to know why that is, talk to Dillian Whyte and his team. D-Lo 404 Boxing. I ain't crying for Dillian Whyte. I'm out. Peace.